Today I'll talk about immortality and sex change in science fiction. In Puranas, the older man becomes young, as in Samrat Yayati in Mahabharata. I have also wrote a science fiction, Fireki Yayati. It is a novel, and in which a an old man or old scientist who is at the verge of death and was doing or uh, research on antimatter becomes young again by the process of cloning, and in this way he has achieved immortality in one sense, though he is not achieved in the sense that immortality, and he did it by the process of cloning. Longevity is another phenomena. Longevity is achieved in Manis Gore's science fiction, 325 years old man. A man or protagonist achieved the longevity by the process of the anabolism. Immortality has been also achieved in the science fiction Kailash Saha's Mrityunjay. And astronomers go to a planet where aliens have achieved immortality. But in Mrityunjay, immortality is a curse. In Dr. Sampurnanand's novelette, Prithvi to Saptarshi Mandal Tak, or from the earth to Ursa Minor, the inhabitants of an planet have achieved immortality. In mythology, we also find the phenomena of sex change. In Mahabharata, you know it very well that Sikhandini changes her sex and becomes Sikhandi. In the battle of the Mahabharata, she appeared as Sikhandi and shot an arrow on Bhishma Pitama. That was a very fatal shaft. Similarly, through the favor of two deities, Varun and Mitra, Ila changed her sex and become male from female, and the male is known as Sudhyumna. In Dr. Rajiv Ranjan Upadhyay's story, Ek or Sikhandi or another Sikhandi, the female or woman, Kiran, changes her sex and becomes a male or Kiran Kumar taking hormonal therapy. In his another story, Parivartan is also based on sex transformation. Owing to the dropping of the waste products in the water becomes polluted, and the alligators in the water change their sex. In Indian mythology, another phenomenon is invisibility. Demons, gods, and goddesses become invisible at will. In Amit Kumar science fiction, Adrasya Manav or invisible man, the protagonist becomes invisible by harnessing reflection of the light and does bank robbery. In my science fiction, the war with the aliens, to save themselves from aliens, Harvard and Angela disappear wearing a cloak with the nano pin set in its according to the complex mathematical equation that allows the rays to bend in such a way that a man becomes invisible. The scientist Vladimir Salo of the Purdue University invented this complicated equation to make a man invisible. In mythology, goddesses, demons, and asuras causes maya or illusion, which is very common in science fiction also. Aliens create illusion. In Ramayana, you know it very well that Meghna and other demons play maya or illusion. In science fiction, Ambika Tat Vyas Ascharya Vritant illusion he started his story by using a saying or with the slok or hymn. The meaning of the hymn or slok in itself is that the world is illusion. Kalpana Shrestha uses in science fiction. Kalpana Shrestha uses in science fiction illusion. In the science fiction, back to sky. People residing in the space station thinks that their world is a soul world. But when they knew that they arrived from the earth and their origin is earth, they go into the depression. Gautam's story, Alokik or divine, when the protagonist meet a saint or hermit in the Himalaya who has achieved Siddhi, he told that he, he could uh, contact with the aliens, and upon contacting, the aliens said that we have created life on the earth or originate life on the earth, and the people on the earth, and people thinks themselves and live in a illusion that uh, they were they originate on the earth. In science fiction, you know about the generation shifts, and in generation shifts, when the astronomers travels, they feel that over a long time they feel that their world is the soul world. They do not feel that they were traveling in any spaceship or generation ship, and forget that they have come from earth. And their world and their progeny or the following generation believes that their world is the real world. Aliens appear as ghosts, as in my novel Aliens and Escaped Humanity, and also in Subhash Chandra Kher's science fiction Robinoids. Now we can create scientifically also illusion, and illusion can be created in metaverse, or we can do teleporting, and people can feel that their world is the real world, while they forget for some time that their world is not real but is an illusion. The phenomena is also called holoteleporting, holoteleporting, or in another sense, in another word, hologram and teleportation.